Hi everybody and welcome to this time lapse. So I've got these lovely donuts. The photo reference is royalty free, found on Unsplash by Kobe Mendez. And I'm working on the pastel matte paper here. It's a small piece, about 18 centimeters by 23 centimeters. Now I do make a few changes. Mainly the plate. On the photo reference you can see they're sitting on the plate and you can see the side of the plate. I actually do take that away, even though in the beginning here you can see I started out laying the plate in like I could see in the reference photograph, but I found it was a little bit distracting and I made it a little bit simpler down at the bottom. So other than that, I really like the color scheme of this. They look so yummy and just gooey. I had to get them down on some pastel paper using a mixture of pastels as always, across all the different brands, also using a little bit of pastel pencils to kind of maneuver the pigment into place, using lots of different whites, meaning tinted white. So we've got some lilac whites there, some yellow whites, as well as pure white. I've slowed it down here a little bit just so you can see me actually working, and just to zoot things up, I suppose. I do a lot of time lapses or just music or with me chatting, and there are a few real times here on my YouTube channel too if you wanted to check those out. But working a little bit on the chocolate drops, here's one of the, it's like a very, very pale lilac. It's actually like a tint. It's white tinted with lilac or violet, and using a little bit of that just adds a bit more interest than if I went in with straight white all over the white icing. Using different colors within the white really helps give the subject some realism, which is always what I'm after. Not always, but I should say most of the time is what I'm after. So this is a pure white pastel pencil that I'm using here, just putting in a few of the little sprinkles and coming in with I use quite a lot of the Giraud pastels for my sprinkles, making sort of little dots as well as elongated little flicks. Remembering to change up the direction of the sprinkles. If all the sprinkles are facing the same way, it's going to look a little bit odd and it's not going to look natural. And also they can't all be this exact same shape. That's why I'm dotting some in there as well as making a longer line. But yeah, Giraud's worked really, really well. They're a beautiful shape. So when it comes to doing details, you can get a nice detail in with Giraud's. Like I said, because of the shape, and they're a nice soft pastel. So they lay down really well on top of other pastels. So here you can just see me putting in my sprinkles. Again, a whole mix of color. So much fun because we've got that brown in the background, obviously, as you can see. And then in the donuts, we've got a lot of browns going on there. Orangey browns, yellow browns, creamy tans, dark browns, chocolate browns. So to come in with some bright color, it's just really fun. Really enjoyed that. I'm just continuing. Green, blue, purple, pink, yellow, orange, you name it, it went into these sprinkles. So to get those donuts to look really realistic, we've got to think about the tonal values. So in my donuts, I've got very dark browns as well as lighter value browns, and then my light brown, almost creamy colors, buttermilk cream colors. And using my darks, my midtones, and my lights is what creates that 3D effect. They've got to be placed in the right way, obviously, because that's going to dictate the shape and the form. So you can't just willy-nilly put in, thinking, oh, I've got a darker light and a midtone and I'll just blob that in and it will work. They've got to be in the right areas, So you've got to really look at the reference photo and see where is the dark sitting, where is my midtone, and where is that light. And just building it up slowly. Now with the pastel matte paper, you can build up layers. That's the main reason I use it. It suits my style so well. I'm just putting in some yellow here just to give it a little bit more of that golden color that donuts have. But yeah, the pastel matte paper is going to allow you to make those layers, which is the way I work. So I absolutely adore this paper. It's the paper I use mostly for that reason. It really grips onto the pastel, so you don't have a lot of fallout, and it allows me to build the layers, like I said, which is key for the way I work. So then just continuing same process with the bottom donut, and here you can see I changed everything round and I just did an aspect of the plate and I added some sprinkles, otherwise it was looking a little bit odd and a little bit bare. So anyway, if you have enjoyed this, you can check me out on Patreon, but please do subscribe to the channel as I do upload every 2 weeks. Bye for now.